Well, what is up, everybody? Big Norb. I want to wish you guys a happy Monday today. You know what? A lot of times, if you're one that works Monday through Friday, or you just work on Mondays, today is a day where you're like, man, after that weekend, I'm not ready to go back to work yet. You know what? I want to just stay in bed. I want to just, I guess here in Florida, it's forecasted to rain 90% today. So in Florida, if you get a 30 or 40% chance of rain, it's going to rain. But, hey, let's change our perspective and say something like, hey, it's Monday. I'm alive and I'm breathing. I'm alive, I'm breathing on my own. What a blessing, huh? Another day of opportunity. I worked with a district manager, and whenever somebody would say, hey, I have an issue, right? Or I have a problem, she would say, oh, do we have an opportunity here? I like that. You know, when we look at things like that and say, I got an issue or I got a problem, I say, I have an opportunity here. Let's make a correction of errors. You know what I mean? Anyways, hey, Monday morning, man, I wish you guys the best today. Let's do something different today, man. Let's do something good for someone and not expect anything in return. Okay? Let's not be selfish. Let's be selfless today and share a lunch with somebody. Hey, if you work in an office or you work in a setting where you can be a blessing to someone, hey, just say, you know what? I got a surprise today. I'm buying us lunch, or I'm buying us breakfast. You know what? It's easier if you perhaps don't want to do something like that. Buy a dozen of donuts. Buy 2 dozen of donuts, man. Take them in and say, hey, I brought some donuts. I just wanted to share them with everybody. Man, let me tell you something. That changes everything. It changes the grumpy people. And they might not right away say, oh, wow, you brought donuts, you know. But they'll come around, man. You know what? You start to share what you have. Some coffee, you know. It's an icebreaker, man. And you may say, Big Norb, you don't know the kind of people I work with. I probably don't. But let me tell you, I've worked with a lot of people that have been difficult, man. And if you start going toe to toe, and you know you're in the office or in the workplace, you're always like this, man, it's never going to end well. You know, it's just better just to be nice. It doesn't cost anything to be nice. Now, it doesn't cost very much to take some donuts and share them with somebody. You know what? But every time we can be a blessing to somebody, hey, let's do it, man. Let's change. We can easily say the world is going to hell. The world is falling apart. Everything's going to, you know, to the fan. But we can change things one person at a time. We can start with this guy or that guy, that girl looking at me right now. You know what? I'll just say this. I like to do good things because you know that saying that says it's better to give than to receive? There's a joy in giving. It brings a happiness in giving. To me, I know that for a fact. One time, check this out. I was scratching a ticket. I won $500. Okay, Big Norb has $500. It's not been the first time. But I didn't really have any plans for the money. Just, you know, it just came randomly. And so I'm driving, headed to the supermarket, and on the side of the road I see a guy, and he's got a sign that says candy apples $1. And this guy looked like he had been there for a few hours. This was early in the morning. Been there for a few hours, and I don't know if he sold any candy apples at all, but he had the back of his truck, he had it backed up, and he just had a board there, a little table, and on the table he had all these candy apples, maybe like 50 or something. That's what, you know, I figured. Anyways, so, you know, I thought, man, I want to help this guy out. Let me tell you something. You know you're in need when you got to do something that may be embarrassing to you or maybe shameful to some people. But let me tell you, hustling, man, to make some money because you need it, not because you want to just be seen, hey, look at me, I'm selling candy apples. There's a need there, man. So I pull over, and what came to mind was like, I could give him $5. I'd buy 5 candy apples or maybe even 10 candy apples. It's $10. I don't know how long that guy would have to be there on that side of that road with that sign selling candy apples. And you know what? I said, nah, man. I said, hey, how you doing, man? And, you know, just kind of engaging with him. So you got some candy apples. How the candy apples? Did you make these yourself? No, my wife made them. And I'm just out here selling them, you know, try to make ends meet, make some kind of money, gas money, whatever. So, and that's probably true, because you're not going to make yourself rich selling candy apples, man. And for $1, you got to sell a hell of a lot of candy apples just to be able to make some money. So, you know what? I don't know. God just put this in my heart, impressed me with this, and just said, just buy all the candy apples from him. And let this man go enjoy some time with his family. You know, he'll be done here. So I did that. I told him, hey, I would like to bless you, man. I would like you to sell me all the candy apples. How many candy apples do you have? And he's looking at me like, I don't know. And he starts counting them. I want to say there was over 50 something is a number he threw out at me. And I was like, okay, I'm going to buy all the candy apples from you, man. Only thing I ask, I can't eat all these candy apples, you know, and I don't have time to give them out. I wanted to just gift them to people. And I told him, hey, what about this? What if I buy all the candy apples? Well, I'm going to buy them. But I told him, I buy the candy apples. Why don't you bless somebody with the candy apple, man? There's a store right there. He said, yeah, I'll do it. I'll do it. I said, all right. I said, just give them here, man. I want to bless you and give them a candy apple or 2 or 3 or whatever. You know, you see a family, hey, man, here's a candy apple. They're all nicely packaged and everything. But anyways, so he said, yeah, you know what? I gave him whatever it was. I think I gave him $60. And I said, here, man, just, you know, that way you don't have to be here all day. It's a hot day, man, you know. Anyways, I didn't take out my camera and start filming him and like, oh, look what I did for this guy. No, man, I just let it be. And I didn't stick around to see if is he really going to go and gift them. But I took his word for it. And I told him, look, I'm not going to be here to watch you to see if you do it. I said, but God sees everything, man. And you know what? I'm doing this with my heart, with all my heart. You know what I mean? Like, wholeheartedly. And that's it. You know, I'm not expecting anything back in return as far as you got to pay me back later or whatever. So that was that, man. It made me feel good that I could help that man. You know, I don't know his situation, and I didn't want to be nosy asking him, why are you selling this here? You know, whatever. Do you have a permit to sell here? Whatever. This poor guy is trying to make a living, man. He's trying to make some money, let's just say. I mean, I say make a living, but just making a few dollars. Whatever it is, hey, I was able to bless that man. And in return, it made me feel good. That's when I, you know, I can say, you could apply that and say, it's better to give than to receive. Man, it made me feel good that I was able to even help him, you know. So went about the day, went and bought my stuff and whatnot. And I bought me a lottery ticket, man. Bought me a lottery ticket, went home, put all my groceries away, sat down, poured me a cup of coffee, and scratched my ticket. You ain't gonna believe what happened. I won another $500, baby. $500 I won, guys. Amazing, man. Let me tell you something. God pays best. And he might say, oh, well, you think God's gonna pay you in gambling money? Look at it. You can say whatever you want. I'm not gonna argue with you. You do you, boo, and I'll do me. I did it, and I counted that as a blessing. $500 I gave this guy, you know, 60 bucks or whatever. And it's like God said, you know what? Well done, faithful servant. And just bless me with another 500, man. I tell you what, do something good for somebody. Don't expect anything in return. Tit for tat, that's doing business. You know what? Do something good for somebody on this Monday, and it'll change their perspective. It'll change your perspective. All right? God bless you. We'll see you guys next time. I am out of here, but before that, like, comment, and if you like what I say, subscribe, baby. Come on. I like the scratch tickets as well, but I like to come on here and just give a little food for thought, man. That's what we got to do on Monday. I'm doing it. I bought 2 dozens of donuts. That's why I mentioned it. Yes, I'm going to just put them out there and say, hey, there's donuts there, man, in the break room. Help yourself, you know. That's what it's about, man. Put a smile on somebody's face. It's going to cost me 50 cents or $1 or whatever to put a smile on somebody's face. Hey, that makes it worth all the while. All right. Blessings to you, to your family. That God continue to give you provisions and bless everything that you touch. All right. We'll see you guys next time. Big Norm is out. Boom.